Hello, ladies. Welcome. How to spot a narcissistic man and get rid of him, basically. Okay. So, ladies, there are two type of narcissistic men. One who really has the disorder, okay, and the other narcissistic behavior is actually if the guy behaves like he would be single. So when he never enters a relationship, like he is calling, texting, you are meeting, you might be intimate. But if he keeps behaving like he is single, that is also narcissistic behavior. Although he might not have the disorder. Okay, so we're gonna be focusing on the second one today. And the first one, you can, I'm sure, Google that. But so many times, good women, my clients attract men who have narcissistic traits. Either because he has a disorder, basically, he is just thinking about himself and always, be feeling better than the other person, blaming, shaming, belittling. Or the second very, very often part is that the man never enters a relationship. So actually, there are not so many narcissistic men out there than like we'd like to think. It's more often the case that the man never really enters a relationship. So let me explain it to you. Imagine you want to go on a date with a guy, okay? And the guy kind of like asks you to come over to his place, okay? Without asking you what you think, without asking you how you feel about this, he's just like, yeah, we're just meeting here. And then if you say no, he starts getting angry or he starts treating you. In this case, oftentimes, like you see the guy is behaving like he's 5 years old. Oh, I want my candy. I don't get it. I'm gonna throw a tantrum. Okay, kind of like very immature. And it goes for everything, not only visiting him at home, it can also go for intimacy, for sex, for anything that he wants. Okay, he wants it, he doesn't get it, he throws tantrum, and he does silent treatment on you. So that is a narcissistic behavior, and he might not have the diagnosis, right? But he never entered a relationship with you because if he would enter a relationship, guess what? The man would care how you feel about his idea. He would care what you think about coming to his place. Yeah, if a man enters a relationship, then he would also care how you feel about sex or not having the intimacy. He would also care how you think about this. So basically, I want you to imagine that um, this behavior oftentimes comes from him being unavailable for a relationship. So he has this single lifestyle, like he's the single bachelor, doing whatever he wants to be doing whatever pleases him, and then using kind of like women like it's a tissue and then throwing away. Okay, so yes, this is a narcissistic behavior, but most of the times he is not diagnosed with that. It's just that he never entered a relationship. If he would really enter a relationship with you, and I'm not talking about meeting you, he might be meeting you and still just thinking about himself. If he would enter a relationship with you, he would care what you think and what you feel. Okay. And that is why whenever you spot this kind of behavior, and admittedly, men in the very, very, very early stage of dating, they are on the best behavior, but they just think about themselves, like they don't really care so much what you feel, what you think. But after a few weeks, this should come. Like this guy should um should be asking you how you feel, what you think. And if he doesn't, if he still just thinks about himself, and when you say I'm not feeling good about this, or I know this doesn't work for me, and he's like throwing tantrums, like or silent treating, or he's just like, oh, can you stop being so annoying and just do what I say? Well, he's just not available to be in a relationship, or he just didn't choose you. I don't know. But in this case scenario, you really have to let him go. That is why I am a fan of you dating very slowly without any kind of intimacy. Yeah, you meet him like a friend, you're not even kissing, and then let the time pass, let the weeks pass, right? Like not meeting him too often. Like the whole plan I have in my course, How to Date a Millionaire, how you date step by step plan. Okay, so you just let the time pass, and then at some point, the man should care more and more about you, be more in tune with you, and that is a sign that he's entering a relationship with you because he's available and he's willing. And being in a relationship means, right, that he will also care what you think and how you feel about whatever he decided. Like, okay, so let's say you allow him to decide, which restaurant, but he will always ask you how you feel, what you think about this. Because if he doesn't, yeah, he's just here to please himself. I had a talk once with one of my beautiful one-on-one clients, and she was like, oh, she was actually using my scripts from How to Talk to a Millionaire. That's my communication course, which you can also grab. The link is in the description box. So she was using the scripts, and those scripts, by the way, work with the right man. I'm also explaining in my course How to Talk to a Millionaire that certain men are babies that will throw a tantrum. Some men are like really so cold, they will completely ignore what you say, and the right man, king provider man, will hear and will cherish you. So when you use the scripts for my course, yeah. And also you have to use them to really see what type of man is this guy? Is he a baby who just starts screaming because he doesn't get what he wants? Or is he actually a high value man who is here to cherish? So my one-on-one client once was like, yeah, I was using the script, and the script is amazing. It always worked with other men, but with this guy, and she really liked him, but she also had intimacy with him. So you know how the oxytocin bonds women. Um, so she was like, but I told him I would like to have flowers. I told him I would like to do this. I told him, and he still is not doing that. And I was like, lady, he is not here to give. He's here to take. He's here to take your attention, time, intimacy. That is a typical narcissistic behavior. I'm not saying he is one, but he's definitely not caring what you feel or what you think or what you desire. He just doesn't care. Okay? He just doesn't. And it was the moment where she was like, wow, true. He really doesn't care. So I can tell him all day long what I desire. He doesn't care. He simply doesn't care. He's not available to enter a relationship, because if a man enters a relationship, he will care. A healthy man will care. Okay, he will be able to listen and fulfill whatever you need and desire. And this is the guy that I wish for all of you, and those men exist everywhere. Okay, so you will also find out what type of man is this guy when you use the scripts from my How to Talk to a Millionaire course, my communication course. Okay, I'm also gonna put the link in the description box. Okay, so every time you meet a guy like that, please promise me that you will not try harder if he likes and he cares. You are not, dating is not a job interview. So in a job interview, yeah, please try harder to get that job. But with dating, it doesn't work like that. If a man doesn't give you importance, doesn't care, he simply doesn't care. You can give him the benefit of the doubt a few dates, but if he doesn't start caring after a few dates, he doesn't ask you how you feel, what you think. And when you, in the worst case, when you use my scripts from How to Talk to a Millionaire course, and then he kind of like doesn't answer anything, ignores you, or start like even throwing little tantrums, yeah, like please just drop him, drop him, drop him, drop him. And some of you ladies also say, oh, but I don't have so many options to drop so many guys. Well, if you want more options, just learn how to date properly. Like really look into my courses. and become the woman that has options and is magnetic, because healthy men need a different behavior from a woman during dating than what we kind of like use in Korea, right? Like the way I behave in Korea and even in my own business, I cannot like behave like that on a date because I'm in my masculine energy and that's really repellent. So yeah, we all learn our careers, put hundred thousands of dollars in it. But then we think, oh, I just should know how to date. Like, it's just my nature. Well, no, it's also something that needs to be learned if you want to have a beautiful, pleasurable experience that leads to a millionaire's proposal. So check out my courses. The links are in the description box. And tell me, have you ever, in the comments, have you ever encountered a man who had narcissistic behavior, either because he was really diagnosed with this sickness or just because he didn't give a, just because he didn't care about you? So let me know if you ever had this experience and how you handled that in the comments, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel.